Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for joining me in this video. Today is Sunday, the 27th day of July 2025. Breaking news, 6 Nigerian law school students kidnapped en route to Yola campus. 20 million ransom demanded. When I saw the news, that was yesterday, when I heard the news that people were kidnapped, law school students, 6 of them were abducted by the terrorists, and they are demanding the ransom of 20 million naira for them to be free. And that yesterday, I was told that the terrorists threatened to kill them if they do not meet up within the shortest period of time. Things like this has been happening, but I am taking a particular interest on these law students who were kidnapped by the terrorists. And the reason why I'm taking a special interest on this is because I really want people who are in the judiciary, the lawyers, judges, I want them to understand that the fight against terrorism, the fight for freedom, is a fight for everyone. Because no matter how you side the people who are giving you money to dispense maybe justice or to say what you want to say or to defend rubbish, at the end, what you did not do right will come back to hurt you. That is something that a lot of people fail to understand. Now, why am I making these statements? The High Court, the Court of Appeal, and also the Supreme Court sentenced Sunday Jackson, a farmer that was attacked by the terrorists, to death because he defended himself and overpowered the terrorists that attacked him. They sentenced him to death. Do you know the interpretation of Supreme Court? What Supreme Court said that he did wrong? Supreme Court said, as you overpower the terrorists, you're supposed to start running. Does it make sense? He should start running. Somebody trespassed into his property, came to kill him. He overpowered the person, he should start running. I don't get it. And if the terrorists had killed him, now nobody will talk about it. It will not even go to the law court. They will just do and free the person. The same lawyers, the same judges, all you people made it possible for the guy to, be facing death sentence now at the mercy of the governor to pardon him. That is the nemesis that will always come if the lawyers, the judges are not doing the right thing. Now, 6 law students were kidnapped, and the kidnappers threatened to kill these people. The question I'm putting forth now, what of if these lawyers find their way and overpower the terrorists, maybe killing them? Will Supreme Court still sentence these lawyers to death? The law in Nigeria is confusing. Administration confusing. Everything in Nigeria is confusing. Everything in Nigeria is confusing. Now, let's run through this article to understand the details of what transpired. It reads that 6 students of the Nigerian law school have been reportedly abducted by suspected armed bandits while traveling to resume art school in Yola campus, Adamawa State. The incident is believed to have occurred in the late hours of Saturday, July 26, 2025, along the volatile route between Wukari in Taraba State and parts of Benue State, according to a fellow student of the Yola campus who identified himself as Johnson. The kidnappers have contacted families of the victims and are demanding a ransom of 20 million for their release. The abducted students were on their way back to campus after completing their mandatory court externship ahead of the resumption of the academic activities scheduled for Monday, July 28. Those confirmed to be missing include Reverend Ernest Okafor, Ebuka Fabian, Nwama Philip, Okechukwu Obadego, Obandem Emmanuel, and Obiora David. Now, the question that people are asking, why is it that only these 6 persons were kidnapped? And this 6 persons, I'm not trying to be, tribal relating to this, but this 6 persons that were kidnapped were all Igbos. They were all Igbos, these 6 persons that were kidnapped. But I'm not trying to, relate it to tribal things. And they are now being threatened that they are going to kill them. And the question is, what if the ransom is paid? Would they also release them? Because we have seen instances, especially when it comes to the people who are from Southeast. I have about 6 records, so I am speaking from what I know. So I have about 6 records where some Southerners were kidnapped in the north, and after paying ransom, they were beheaded. They killed them after paying ransom. So I am skeptical about the sincerity of the terrorists that they are demanding 20 million ransom to release them. Would they release them? Well, I think the local vigilante in Yola should kindly help to also go and rescue these people, because we don't even know whether they are going to release them or not. That is what we don't know. So this is very unfortunate. Now, let's continue with the article. So they were reportedly traveling in a vehicle operated by AJ Dampondo Transport Company, a commercial operator based in Onitsha, Anambra State. Authorities have yet to release an official statement. The Wukari Benue axis, where the kidnapping is suspected to have taken place, has long been flagged as a high-risk corridor due to recurring incidents of abduction and violent crimes. Now, I made contact because I want to know how many people were in the vehicle when they were kidnapped by this transport company. These are the things that are very important that is related to this incident. And as soon as I get the exact information about how many people in the bus, who are in the bus, what are the identities of those who are in the bus actually departed from Southeast. So it is the Igbos that are the majority in the bus, okay? There is no doubt about that. That one was fact-checked. So, but how many people were in the bus and the identities of the rest, how were they able to select only the 6 persons who were in the bus, and so on and so forth. So the clarity is demanded in this case. As I said earlier, it is very important for people to actually realize that when we talk about freedom, freedom is not all about your ability to do what you want. Freedom is your ability to remove your name from the death row, especially people that are in Nigeria. In fact, that was last year now. We had that end bad governance protest in July. Yes, from 31st of July, entering August to the 10th of August. After the end bad governance protest, because I did my protest in Agbo, Delta State. So after the end bad governance protest, we had a very important movement that we made. And I could remember why we were traveling to the place we were going is around the Middle Belt. So while we were going, at a point, it was around 5 in the evening, the driver said, this road we're about to enter, we can't get home before 7 o'clock. And after 7 o'clock, the road is not safe. We've got to park and lodge to stay till the following, what we are supposed to go, 3 hours, 4 hours. We're already there. But we've got to stop, waiting till following day. I asked the driver, let's go. But the people, I'm not the only one going. But the people around me as well, they were, heeding to what the driver is saying based on driver's experience and so on and so forth. Not because I was afraid. If I am the only one in the vehicle, if I'm driving, I will go because I know myself, okay? But what about the rest people? So we waited till the following day in the morning. We started going. I was even trying to tell the driver, okay, should I call the police? Do you want police to escort us in this war? We should call the local vigilante. He said, well, that vigilante is more reasonable. But if vigilante want to escort you, what if they open fire on you? Vigilante will only open fire back. What if the bullet has touched others? So the driver really explained a lot of things to us, and it was understood. And these are the things we call, lack of freedom, absence of freedom. The freedom to speak, the freedom of movement, the freedom of expression, the freedom of being a citizen. Once you are in Nigeria, you lost everything about your freedom. You don't have right to go. Freedom of movement is not in Nigeria. No freedom of movement. So if I'm saying all this thing about Nigeria, a lot of people don't understand. Wait, if we did not save ourselves from all these things, just wait for a few years to come. You people will realize what I'm talking about. A food doesn't sour in just 1 minute. It is simultaneous. It will take time for the food to change taste. Reactions upon reactions, we start, muco, many things will start growing inside. Micro gems will start growing inside. So it's not just once. So the deteriorating situation in Nigeria is not something that happened at once. That is where people are deceived, because a lot of people are thinking that this thing that is happening is not that strong. But this thing is gradually going bad. And that is the reason why a lot of people now are psycho-conditioned to think that this is the way, because the thing is not coming fast. It is coming simultaneously. Anyway, it is what it is. We wish them, safe return from where they are. Nobody knows where they are right now until maybe they said they are back. I don't trust anybody, talk less of terrorists. In Nigeria, if you don't trust security operatives, is it terrorists that you are going to trust? It is what it is. Happy Sunday to you.